When we think about arousal, it's always important to stop and check, is there something that's frustrating the dog? Because often frustration and arousal go together. So for example, I mentioned earlier the dog who gets super excited when person X comes home. In many cases, what you'll find is if person X just bends down, talks to the dog, gives the dog attention, the dog will calm down faster than if the person ignores the dog. And that's because what the dog really wants is to interact, and they're frustrated that they're not getting to interact. And so if you give them that interaction, their frustration level drops, which reduces their arousal level. Bringing this back to the simplest terms possible, for all but simple tasks, too much arousal is going to make performance of whatever the behavior is worse. And this is what you see with the dogs who get so excited when they hit the agility field that they just make up their own course and they're not paying attention to your cues. Their arousal level is so high, like, yes, I know how to jump and I know how to go through a tunnel, but they're not being cognitive enough to say, which obstacle is my handler pointing me to now? She's going to show him the treat. If he approaches, she closes her hand. If he backs off, she opens her hand. And she's going to alternate between those two states. And then when he does back off, she's going to hand him a treat. So she opened her hand. He stayed in a nice, calm position. This is the dog controlling his impulse to lunge at the treats.